regretted. He wrote it down. He said,
I
regretted attempting. So then in my own word, I'm like, what if Baba used the same energy that they used in getting self-rule for us in 1957, right? Use that same energy that they used to get us independence. Use that same energy, right? To solidify Yoruba base, Yoruba land, and push us to independence, Yoruba nation. Like, maybe Baba himself would have thought about this at some point, like, man, we should have done that too.
Yeah, of course.
That
was the reason why he wrote that word. That was the reason why Baba wrote the word vividly in his own
memo,
that he regretted. He not only regret. For you to regret, it has taken some kind of deep and critical thinking.
Of course.
Process.
Back and
before
forth,
you regret
and the rest of
an action.
What did we do wrong? What did I do wrong? Did I do something wrong?
So you would have sat down and thought about it critically and deeply before you regret. See, Nigerians are not regretting now. You understand? The only reason why they say they regretted voting Buhari in now is because they have started killing them. Now they have started saying, I regret voting Buhari. Now, going back to all these Ogabelu, all these people that are, all these Ogabelu, all these actors and actresses, it is a shame that the so-called people will look up to. Not me, anyway. Many people look up to. I don't look up to those idiots.
No, they are part of our childhood now, Baba. That's the only thing. We know that we're really looking up to them. Is that these guys,
we just like them.
We just like them.
Let's use that word.
Go on.
Yeah, we just liked them, and these so-called people were liked, and we felt like, oh, they are good people in the society, and they are using their influence. On their screen influence on us, not knowing that these people are a bunch of idiots. If you respect yourself, they will respect you.
Yes.
If you don't respect yourself, they no go respect you. It is simple now. Now, Obasanjo they come at the talk say he regretted choosing Atiku. Man, me forget.
Not today.
You cause no be total. You say you want to tell them now. Who you the bobo now with the food? Why not go just come outside? Go just talk one thing. Now go say all of us be food.
Mumu, Larry, God bless you. Like I go sit down here now. Person where I know in story. We can't they talk like say he care about me, and I go come sit down there. They do I decrease. Now today.
Now just like this Tinubu guy now. Why you so why you being sentimental? Why Yoruba being sentimental about this case? Yoruba. Is it by force that Yoruba man should become the president?
Even if we have now that one. Oh, tell us.
Is it that kind of Yoruba man that we should present? Don't you have is Showore not a Yoruba man? If really you guys are talking about Yoruba man, why are you sidelining him? Why are you sidelining him? Because he doesn't have money to throw around. That is not, that is just it. Nigeria, especially Yoruba land, it is what it is now because the Yoruba leaders decided to choose what the Northerners did. Get it? They decided to do the exact thing Baba Awolowo was saying the Northerners are going to regret doing. Yes, our leaders have decided deliberately to do the same. That's why you see many Agberus in our land now. That's why you see many people. All these Agberos, they have handwork.
It's intentional all of them. Larry, Baba. I mean, I tell people, I say, listen, the system that allowed people to be out of school or jobless people who are even graduate to end up as Agbero, bus driver, conductors, and the rest of them hustling to make ends meet, right? That system is deliberate. Do you get
of course, it's a deliberate act. It's a deliberate and wicked act.
They limited them into those areas, and you'll be shocked to see so many graduates who are actually like working in that aspect. But the aspect is not just for them to hustle. It is a social conditioning. They are still going to turn out to what they want them to be in the future, right? Which is completely different from what they thought they would become when they were going to school. It's sad though, but it's a reality, and it is deliberate. I'll keep saying it. Everything that happened to us is deliberate.
Yeah, it is deliberate. It is deliberate, and it is sad, just like you said. You know, and I thank God that these actors are now showing their useless faces, how useless they are, and how stupid they are. You know, to be considered role models.
Yeah.
Anybody that is choosing all these people as role models now should see that it's a shame to choose such people as your role model.
Larry, you remember some of
Because
those actors and
they are
actresses
beggars.
that died recently? Did you see their images? Eh? Did you see them on social media in the last time of their lives? These were people that we thought were doing fine.
Yes.
They were doing fine in their life. They had jobs. They are actors.
Yes, exactly. I'm not going to blame anybody for contributing for them.
That's what I'm saying.
Mean,
I just want them to know that
but for
they
me,
made their bed.
I just keep looking like, man, is it worth it? You know, is it worth it? Like, you guys are campaigning for all these bad people, all these drug barons. Drug baron. Drug cocaine pusher. You are campaigning for such people, and you are saying it's the one that can do it. Well, like I said, these people, if you look at the class of all those Yoruba actors that said even if they claim that they are educated, they don't have any education. That is it. You understand? So, you know, when you look at Tinubu I think that was 2 days ago or 3 days ago, when he was talking to his court, his Hausa counterpart, his court, he said something. Yes, he said something that I want people to note, to take note of. He said he wants to make Nigeria a country where they and themselves and their children will be proud of. He did not say the children of the masses. He said, exactly. Go and play that video again, please. He said, I want to make Nigeria. That means it is all about them.
It is.
Yes, it is all about them. It's not about you guys. So why are you guys killing each other? Why you guys?
Should we write it in a board, put it and tie a rope to it and tie it into our own neck and be showing people that this whole thing is about them. It's not about you. Choose your battle.
Yes, it's about them. You are just a cow. You are just like Buhari said. You are just a dot in a circle. They don't care about you. The only time they care about you is when election is coming.
Yeah, when they want to validate their charade, they will say, hey, "Come here, you need to. It's your right." I'm on a story, Larry.
You understand?
Another one before we call it.
Yeah, my brother.
Nice one.
Thank you so much, man. Thanks. My That's it. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Stay safe,
and God bless everyone.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
So I'll take another one. Here we go. Hello there.
Abba.
Oh, brother. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salamu.
How are you today?
I'm doing okay, my ego. How are you doing?
Aiki.
Sanne da aiki yawa ya kake a jin daɗi.
Alhamdulillah. Ya mata ya.
Suna lafiya, mata yara duka suna lafiya.
Lafiya ko
lafiya kalau lafiya. Lafiya dukansu generally dukansu.
Ask me anything, just stop. Continue, please. You see, that one flew well. You see, I like it when it flows well, right? But you always start asking me something, so please don't ask. Ahmed, how are you?
No, the more I ask, the more you grab it.
I get lost because you ask me
that's how
you go. One. Instead of you to ask me like sonu, you know all those stuff. I say
no, you don't grab with that now. One, we will get there. My ego.
Ahmed, you joined the program tonight, so it's good to have you, Baba.
Yes. I really want to talk to most of the Yorubas. Say the Southerners, not just the Yorubas, but the Igbos, and even some of the Hausas that understand Yoruba. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
This thing is not about, because sometimes when I read comments, I see the way some people come on, like the way they type, just exactly what you've talked about, the bigotry and trying to gaslight one person for another person.
Yeah, people should stop hiding behind, because a Yoruba man, defending Tifnumbu, says something about the Igbos, then you as an Igbo man, then you are saying, I'm only responding to what they said about us. Listen, you are only speaking bigotry. These guys, deal with them as they are and address them as Tifnumbu boys. They don't represent me. They don't speak for me. Ahmed, help me.
Of course. So, someone was, because of my story and everything on Facebook, when I post most of my insults just directly to Tifnumbu and the rest. And someone was like, you are a Yoruba, this is blah, blah, blah. I said, come, see, I'm a Yoruba, doesn't, even Atiku, if he enter, I go insult him. That one, no concern me because I'm a Yoruba. Me, what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to speak for my own language, which I am. I am trying to tell you guys that I am not a one Nigeria, like you all used to think.
In that.
And there is nothing wrong with that. I am owning and I'm claiming who I am. That's why I'm speaking, because Atiku does not affect me. No. Yes, I might be having properties in the north. I might be having my parents living in the north. But if everything breaks up, if they want to still live there, they will live there and they will pay their taxes. And if they want to go back home, they are free to go back home.
Absolutely.
But I cannot, because we have property, we have this, we have that in the north, and I'll be supporting something that is killing innocent people. No, that's madness. That is pure madness. And for those of people, because when I used to grow up, Mayegun, there are a lot of things that if you talk about it, I'll just reason and say, wait, Mayegun never had that chance of even living in the north. Why is it that most of the things you talk about, these are the exact things I grew up with?
It's our childhood,
Ahmed.
See, our childhood, same way your parents back then felt comfortable to move up north, right? Settle down, live among other people. So were other people who moved up north, down south, to live with us. I grew up with all these faces. I know my childhood friends. I know Gubeda. I know Taye. I know some of these boys who were born in Odogbolu, right? And I grew up with them. So when I talk about how things have changed and how we have become what we are now, you can relate easily. A lot of people can relate with my story and all this.
I can relate it easily.
Don't be surprised. Go on.
I can relate it easily. But, I want to talk to people who don't really have that experience. Let me tell you, Mayegun.
Tell us.
When we was growing up, there is this thing that, like, in my area, if we go, because I used to, not more than like 3-4 years back. That maybe I meet some of them somehow like that. But like years back, and maybe like 20 years, and that's how we grew up. But
I've not told anybody here.
You see, so if you listen to my house is so clear that you cannot differentiate and say, but any toba mommy, Lomani Yobani. But any toba mommy, they don't really know if I'm a Yoruba. Because when we are playing or you're doing our things, we just flow. So Toba Feso and so if they want to say something, they'll be like, Odudu was on. Then if they say that to me, I feel insulted. Yeah, I feel insulted. Like, why are you insulting me? Like, it got to a time like I'm trying to not to claim a Yoruba.
Like they are making you an outsider way back then.
Yeah.
But even though you are like an insider, but you still feel offended because if you wanted to be in, well, you know better now anyway.
But one thing I appreciate is I would always appreciate my dad. My dad did a lot in making us stick to our language, because in our house, my mom really doesn't understand Hausa, like Hausa won't clear Titi Deni, Hausa wole pa away, but tone accent one, you already know she's a Yoruba. But my dad, he understands Hausa, but he cannot say it. He has lived over 40 years. Over 40 years living in the north.
Kaduna.
So if we are speaking with my mom, Taban Sausa, Bobo, Amama Sausa, Man Yoba, all those kind of things.
Like mix.
When our dad comes like this, see that you about Fiwoleba. Next thing, them go, he will say, She Ori Bobo you te made a lady te so did all those kind of things. So Tabatin Sausa, Tabatin that you will quickly switch to Yoruba. So we feel like we are disowning our own language. How important it was to us. But you see, over the years, Timothy like I began to understand a lot of things.
Making sense.
Over years, my close to 14 years now. Timothy live outside Nigeria. Moti understand a lot. So when I tune in into your platform, like there were some things I just recall. I understand, but I just recall. It takes me back, memory lane. Say, is what my going is saying just exactly.
Like it will be brief. So, but we just like a history of like about 4 or 5 years match together, playing out in your head within just first 10 seconds. And then you start kind of feeling like, man, nostalgia.
Yeah. Moment so far, you see, you can be a professor, you can be a doctor, you can be whatever you want to be in Nigeria. But as long as you are not speaking reality, you're not talking about the real problem. All you're talking about is how to go and get a leader, how to go and join a political party, or how to do the Marco will pay and you are not intelligent than me. If you cannot think straight, you are not intelligent than me. I tell people straight up, I say, forget a doctor, forget a professor. As long as he's aligning with this criminal, forget, I am more intelligent than him. Absolutely. For me to understand,
people who claim to be educated, but they are cunning, lying, and trying to be politically correct. They are more dangerous than people that came and said, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to deal with you. So you can possibly know the place of somebody who says, oh, this is what I'm going to do to you, than people who are trying to be politically correct, trying to tell you that
of course
what you are seeing as white is not really white. There is some level of black in it. When you are like, well, I can see white.
Yeah.
No. They are more dangerous.
And you know, Maegu, Motije over the years, Motije ki àwọn èèyàn, like my own family, Motije come up with, gbogbo anytime tí n bá wálé tán máa ní o máa dé ọ̀dọ̀ máa ní kò sí nǹkan tẹ́nibọ̀dí lè fi mí ṣe máa dé bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ tó bá fọwọ́ ra mí lórí tó bá fọwọ́ ra mí lórí tí n bá padà síbi tí mo kò ní kí n má ṣiṣẹ́ tí mo fẹ́ ṣe kò ní kí n má rówó tí mo fẹ́ wọ̀ bí èèyàn dá bill lásán it will push me out to go and work and pay my bills. So tell me, how can someone's cause be anybody's cause? Can those beliefs? That is just one of those things that Nigeria have built you to understand that someone can make you go become impoverished or poor or whatever. Nobody can make you poor. No. Nobody can make you poor. But the same system that you are practicing in that land has made you poor. Your imams, I'm a Muslim.
Speak on.
I'm a Muslim. But the imams, some of them that you listen to, I used to tell people, I say, if an imam will not come and tell me, Quran says, this says, and you are saying it without bringing in some kind of some kind of lies in it, go straight. Yes. Let me tell you, most of the things that you see that they will say Quran, but most of the madness that you see that some of them bring in, those are the hadiths. Some of them they bring in hadiths say. But if you go to the Quran, there are some things that the Quran say, which is just like that. Okay, 72, it is one of those hadith because someone said this, that
who are not Muslim, Ahmed. Hadith is
you understand? Hadith just
of the prophet who read the, his own meaning.
No. We can believe in hadith, but not. They will tell you that this hadith came, and it is being narrated by Buhari or this or that person. No, they are just giving what they experienced then, but it is not necessarily means the word of God. No, it's just like translation of what things that happened. But the Quran is the main lead. which if you go and look at the translatory Quran, you can read it. English translation, you see that it is all about story of this person, story of that person. The Quran says this, the Quran says that. It's narrating how to live life, how to be this, that, But when you are complicated because that is where some people make their own living from.
It for their own agenda for centuries now.
And it is not just Nigeria. It is not just Nigeria. Mo máa ń sọ fún wọn lé pé ẹ wò ó mi ò kí ń gbàdúrà kí n tó sanwó-ilé, mi ò kí ń gbàdúrà kí n tó rómi mu, mi ò kí ń gbàdúrà kí n tó rówó ná. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń gbàdúrà sí ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ Ọlọ́run á fún wa níjọba tó dáa. Ọlọ́run á fún wọn níjọba tó dáa tẹ́ ń gbàdúrà fún gbogbo yẹn irọ́ ni gbogbo ẹ̀ lórí irọ́ ni. System tẹ́ bá ní system gidi kò gbogbo àdúrà yẹn kò necessary. Nídìí ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ẹni tẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé yìí tẹ́ àdúrà
kọ́lọ̀ jẹ́ kó sanwó wa lóṣù yìí kọ́lọ̀ jẹ́ kó múná wa kọ́lọ̀ jẹ́ kí àwọn tó sì yẹn ṣí lé ní kọ́lọ̀ jẹ́ irú tí máa fi sanwó lé ní.
àdúrà tẹ́ máa gbà ní pé àdúrà tẹ́ máa gbà ní pé Ọlọ́run ẹ fún wa lẹ́mìí gúngún o kọ́lọ̀ dá àwọn ọmọ wa sí o kẹ́mi mi fún àlàáfíà gidi o but àlàáfíà ó kọ̀ dàbí pé kébi máa pààyàn kíyàn yẹn wá wà nínú ilé kó máa rúnú mọ́lẹ̀ kó wá máa ní pé Ọlọ́run ibi ń pa mí Ọlọ́run ibi ń pa mí o ò make effort kankan o òun rúnú mọ́lẹ̀ nínú ilé ibi ń pa ẹ́ tó bá jáde síwájú ilé ẹ̀ tó ń rúnú mọ́lẹ̀ at least someone will pass look at your face and be like bọ̀bọ̀ yìí what's wrong now bọ̀bọ̀ ibi ń pa mí ni ó yá gba 100 naira gba 200 yìí kò wá nǹkan jẹ at least you made an effort you step outside your comfort just to give an action so that someone can give you help. But jókòó síbì kan, you are calling God. You never took any action, and all the actions you take, those are the same actions you have been taking for long that have been taking you 1,001 back, and you are expecting a different result. Ṣé wèrè máa wọ̀nyàn wèrè wà ní
they said doing it again and again is a symptom of insanity, isn't it? So
and let me even tell to our Yoruba brothers, let me tell you, there is no way. There are a lot of people out there, but I swear to no, there are people like me, but there is no way you can understand the North more than people like us that was born there over 30 years. That we grew up in those places. We still have our family there. We still live there. We still have everything there. We mingle with. There is no way you can tell me about a Northern. I'll just look at you and I'll laugh. I don't hate Northerners, and I tell them to their face, I don't hate you people. But let's be realistic here. This is
there must be boundary.
Any boundary, but one Nigeria
that is not a wrong thing to say.
One Nigerian power, and we need to dismantle Nigeria. Until you understand this, you will continue to fall into deep shit.
God bless you, Ahmed.
Tony Leba Boko Sofun Toko Adiba my Yoruba don't the lost, but they try bring them back.
Adon Boko Sofun Bell.
Yeah.
Bats.
If Tinubu cannot save you, he cannot save you. Yoruba nation, one Nigeria is a scam. Nigeria is unreal. It's a failure. The more the fast you realize that, then you are safe. Maegun, you have a wonderful one.
I will, and you too, Ahmed. It's a pleasure talking to you. That's Ahmed. There, I have another caller on the line. I saw Princess earlier. She's run away again, or ran into the comment section. Hello there.
Good evening,
Good evening, Baba. How are you?
I do okay on the low.
Yeah. How you doing?
Ahmed got a fire. Ahmed got jam on your low.
I mean, you won't listen to tonight's program and somehow never want to talk like Ahmed too, because we are talking about our own reality scene, Baba. Reality to answer wrong by insane. So choose your poison. So when you choose it, don't blame others. That's the point. Don't turn around later and say, I want to call off. No. I want to tell you call you. Poison team one year. I want actresses, actors to campaign for call you. poison titi won nìyẹn but ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ ká là o Clemo.
Nigeria can never work. It can never work. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá nation. Orílẹ̀-èdè Biafra. Àjòkúta mọ́mọ́ mi. Orílẹ̀-èdè Àrẹwà. Ìyẹn ni orílẹ̀-èdè tí gbogbo wa bá wà ní orí 6 states ní bẹ́ẹ̀ Yorùbá. We can all understand each other, right? We can all communicate. Anika, for example, right now, in our House of Assembly or Senate, make them just talk, say, okay, today in the Senate House, we are not speaking English. What's going to happen? We are not speaking English today in the House of Assembly. We are not speaking English today in the legislative. We are not speaking English today in the court of law.
Everybody speak their own language at the National Assembly. Baba, they will hear themselves. You know that. That's where they will go. Nigeria, yeah, she go tell you, no. Your English, you know. Like me to clear
no English. So they talk about, oh yeah, dialect, but wala ba de. So I mean, we already know it. This thing is not going to work. That's why it still keeps bothering me. Or what is a big wonder that you still see some fools claiming he called Michael Young and Michael Odobuku. Yes, and there are still some fools still supporting that. Baba, if you saw what that idiot wrote from that comment section, that Mayego is not being real, all will be on allow me. Mo bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wò bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ráwọ̀ ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí.
Bàbá ṣáà ti sọ bí tẹ́lẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ráwọ̀ ọ̀tẹ̀ yìí.
Anáwọn olórí burúkú wà láàrin.
Torí pọ̀ support Tinubu ọwá ń sọ nǹkan mi. Kí ló kàn wá àtọmọ Máyégún?
Wọ́n ní Ìgbò níyá mi àbí kó jẹ́ bàbá mi ní Ìgbò. Ìyẹn àwọn ọmọ ìrankíran àwọn ọmọ olórí ibú elébi orí social media.
Kọlu.
Káwọn èèyàn sọ pé wọ́n tó tẹ̀lé Tinubu ń kọ́ ìyá ẹ̀ Ìgbò bàbá ẹ̀ Ìgbò ni o. Ǹjẹ́ àwọn ọmọ tó wá jẹ́ pé bàbá wọn Yorùbá ìyá wọn Ìbòmíì màmá wọn Yorùbá bàbá wọn Ìbòmíì sọ àwa sọ wọ́n di wọn ṣọmọ ọmọ nìyẹn àbí lórí àwọn olórí burúkú. Sọ́nà ọ̀rọ̀ tribal kìíní yìí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ àwọn ti Tinubu ni.
Àwọn ni
lórí burúkú kọ̀ọ̀kan ló máa sọ pé ó ń ṣe Yorùbá nítorí Tinubu o àwọn ọmọ ìrankíran ọmọ ìrágbèjì
sọ́bẹ̀ kó Tinubu
àwọn ọmọ ìrankíran ìkọ́ ló máa sọ pé ó ń ṣe Yorùbá o but Clemo listen.
Ṣèbó ni àfáà tó sọ̀rọ̀ láìpẹ́ lórí kìnìtẹ̀ sùn láìpẹ́ wọ́n lọ ya láǹgbà sápá kọlu ya láǹgbà sápá ọ̀sẹ̀ bọ́mọ̀ ọ̀sùn ní gbogbo ara mọ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tó bẹ nípa kọlu fèkì ni. Every goddamn shit about this dude is all fake. Every goddamn shit is all fake. So ẹ̀fẹ̀ kéèyàn tó ń claim rí kó wá rule ìlú tó jẹ́ pé fake originally. Nigeria itself is fake, and you're now bringing a fake president. So now, how do you expect it to work? It's impossible. So I think this povertization, people need to stop like people say, if you're not getting ẹsẹ̀ wá rí sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹ wá máa wo nǹkan tó sẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ ní excuse pé EFCC ó máa arrest ẹ tó bá gbélé fún yahoo boy sẹ́yìn kọ́ lẹ sọ wọ́n di yahoo boy nígbà tí bá graduate mo graduate látòrí mi ò níṣẹ́ tí mo mọ̀wé bàjẹ́ mi ò sì níṣẹ́ kí ni lọ́pọlọ mi fún ìlọsùnkùn náà ń ṣe wáyà nígbà gbogbo àwọn musician wa náà wọ́n sọ pé àbókí wáyà kó o ní gànmọ́ náà ṣé mi ní ṣe wáyà ni. Mo ráwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó ń gun Mercedes tó ń gun gbogbo ẹ̀. Wọ́n á sọ pé káwọn ẹni tó bá kọ̀ bàbá àgbàlagbà ń ṣe àwọn dádì wa tó kọ́lé 4-5. Wọ́n á fẹ́ rent ilé fún yẹn wá ní don't rent it for yahoo boy. EFCC will arrest the owner of the house, jail them. Nígbà wo náà Nàìjíríà wà contradictory.
Ní Dubai, wọ́n arrest landlord.
Kẹ̀kọ́ Abba Kyari kọ́ sagbúrò rẹ̀ mọ́ ni. Abba the tailor. You know, I mean, the laws coming out, there is a ban now to ban Twitter. Ben now wants to say, look, if you say we are going to develop, Yoruba was already a nation years ago. The first Yoruba lawyer was 1871.
Bless you.
So what are you telling me? We've already gone so far, even ahead of the British, ahead of the Europeans. So far, Yoruba was already a nation because before the British came and colonized us and things they taught us, and the major thing they did was they eradicated our language.
That's what they did.
Wọ́n jẹ́ ká lè sọ Ìbàdàn, jẹ́ á ló sọ Yorùbá. Mo jẹ́ gba bàjẹ́ secondary school. Mo sì gbé ìbòjú ju tíṣà lọ. Mo gbé ìbòjú o lọ. Toro máa jẹ́rìí ni mí, a máa ń kawọ́ star, a máa ń kàwé lójoojúmọ́. We read, we were extremely educated, the whole family. Ṣùgbọ́n Yorùbá ẹ̀ ló máa ń bẹ lọ́kàn mi. So now, I mean, this thing is so irritating to the extent like sometimes you feel so inferior.
Because they
in the real sense of it,
that's the point.
Yeah, and in the real sense of it, you are more educated than those who
should.
Who is teaching me? You know? So, I mean, yeah, me too, Sani. Bugana only Naija nìkan nìyẹn ti lè Buga. Ibi báyìí 2021 Benz ló wà. Ẹ̀ǹkùlé mi wọ́n ti ń ṣe Benz. Kò ń ṣe rọ́nà ẹ̀ǹkùlé mi wọ́n ti ń ṣe Benz.
2022 tó bá wùn ẹ́ lọ́la tó bá ti wo finance yẹ.
I'm telling you what is said.
Baba lè afford to 600 euro. Ọ̀gbẹ́ lọ́la ọjà tí a rọ̀bà ni.
But they are sending me email. Daimler man send me email. Pé kí n wá tẹ̀ ṣùtù tí wọ́n tẹ̀ ṣe. Kò tí ì sí tuntun lẹ́yìn ti tèmi wà series mò ń wà. So mo tún ní taxi méjì. Taxi one bí by Benz wọ́n fi ń ṣe taxi. So ẹnì kan máa torí kó máa lọ ṣe ritual. Ó máa ra Benz torí E-class.
Torí mọ́tò.
Ilé ayé ti dàrú iye time tí wọ́n mi wá ti jẹ́ tíṣà.
Ẹ pamọ́ ọlọ́mọ dànù ẹni tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ ra Benz. Ìlú ọ̀hún náà dẹ̀ làwọn
kan. Ìgbà tí ìyá mi jẹ́ tíṣà. Exactly. Ìgbà tí ìyá mi jẹ́ tíṣà. Ṣèbí wọ́n máa ń fún wọn ń jàpá, wọ́n fún wọn pijó tí wọ́n ṣe Sókótó láyé ìgbà yẹn. Wọ́n mọ̀ sanwó èso mẹ́sì.
14 naira 50 kọ́bọ̀ ni o. Mo ní nígbà tó dé stage kan ló di 45 naira àbí 42 naira 50 kọ́bọ̀ mi mọ̀ èyí tí tó gbé fáwọn màmá títí yín bẹ̀ o Clemo. Mo rántí mo ní receipt bàbá mi lọ́wọ́ o.
Ọkọ̀ tẹ́mi fi kọ́ mọ́tò mi wà.
Go on, baba.
Exactly, ọkọ̀ tẹ́mi fi kọ́ mọ́tò tí mo fi kọ́ mọ́tò. 1984 bàbá mi ra mọ́tò ìpíjọ́ 504 he bought it 3,800 naira. Can you imagine all the, I mean, see, we shouldn't lie to each other. Nigeria was a good country before.
It was.
But even as at that time that we are claiming it was a good country, there was still fuel scarcity.
Sadly.
That means we are not moving forward. We can never move forward. It's impossible. Ani Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi ò kí Jésù dé kó wá rúlu Èkó kó wá rúlu Nàìjà kò lè dá. It's impossible.
Ìṣerú arrangement tó wà yìí sẹ́ káyé tanra wá jáde.
With the 1999 constitution what we do this? Yes. Èló ni one euro kan check it today 1 euro to 1 naira. 1 euro coins ni 1 euro kékeré báyìí owó wèrè.
I think it's currently about 600 and something, maybe around
631, Baba. 631.
631 to 1.
631. Exactly. So kò sí nǹkan mo máa ń sọ kò sí irú mọ́tò tẹ anybody fẹ́ rà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó máa jọ mí lójú kò jẹ́ Davido kò jẹ́ Wizkid kò jẹ́ Burna Boy kò fà tó ń gbé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó yẹ pé scarcity of life even gan o tún wá fẹ́ ra epo sí gẹ̀dẹ́rẹ́ o tún rówó epo o tún wà ní under insecurity o wà lọ ra Lamborghini lọ́nà tí ò ta so are you fooling yourself.
Kọ́ bàbá tó tomi sínú mọ́tò fún ẹ àbókì ń kà yẹn ni bàbá àbí kan da atẹ́gùn sínú mọ́tò fún ẹ tá padà náà kẹ́ńjì tí wàá padà dá mọ́tò sí padà síbi tó ti rà á nígbà tí gbogbo ẹ bá ti.
Thank you. What about a country tí wọ́n ti ń ronú renewable energy tí wọ́n ti ń ronú different things wọ́n ti ní plans till 2050. Ó dẹ̀ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá nation we will get there and we will have all these plans because àwa tá a wà lórí kìíní. We are more experienced. We have seen a lot of things. We have a lot of experiences. We know how governorship should be like. àmọ́ bó ṣe yẹ kó ṣe rí òun ṣe bó ṣe wá bálabàlá rádaràda wọ́n mọ gbá wa síbi gbá wa sọ̀rọ̀ láì ṣe table tennis tó ló búkú làwọn pípọ̀ yìí ni they've been playing out for so long and right now we see all the same goddamn shit and that thing is so sickening like baba ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀rọ náà ẹ̀rọ gbogbo nǹkan tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ojoojúmọ́ wọn ń pààyàn náà kí ló dé tí bàbá Sunday Igboho má dá sọ láti tó ṣe bínú tán téèyàn wọ ìkẹwù tó wọ gbogbo àdó ẹlẹ́gbà ẹ̀rẹ́ tó gbọ́lógbó lọ kúrò bá tẹ́kì gẹ̀gẹ̀ bàbá no sorry I'm sorry man if you keep going on it's going and all. ẹ má bínú bá àrùjà yìí ní wọ́n ń ṣe yín wọ́n ti bí mi Absolutely.
Thanks, Baba. So I'll take one more call, then we can call it a night, okay? Hello, awesome.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well.
Ṣáwọn ọmọ mi ń ṣeré.
Trouble ni ó yẹ kẹ́ sọ pé ṣáwọn ọmọ yín ń trouble mi dáadáa mi ò rọrùn sùn dáadáa mọ́.
Trouble.
Mi ò rọrùn sùn dáadáa kí n má parọ́ so tí bá parọ́ fún yín pé tí bá sọ fún yín pé very well very fine yàtọ̀ sí pé wọ́n wà lálàáfíà àti dúpẹ́.
Bó wọn náà ṣe yọ dádì àti mọ́mì lẹ́nu nìyẹn o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà bọ̀ tá tiẹ̀ wá.
Payback ni o. Ó tẹ̀kẹ̀ báàkì ni o.
Máa ló máa kọ́ tọ̀dọ̀ mi sílẹ̀ tó bá dé àsìkò tí lélà tí wọn náà ń gbà táwọn bá fẹ́ complain kọ́lọ̀ fún alẹ́ mi tó gbà wọn létí pé.
Nǹkan tó máa sọ fún wọn nìyẹn pé wọn náà ó pay ẹ̀ báàkì ni o because níbi táyé dé dúró yìí a gbọ́dọ̀ ní ká má bímọ mọ́ torí ká má bàa rí yọnu àwọn ọmọdé o.
experience tó tiẹ̀ dá ní ma ká má parọ́ fún yín ṣùgbọ́n kò yí sí.
Wonderful.
Oorun mi yẹn mo máa rò pé kò sẹ́ni tó lè bá mi challenge ẹ̀ oorun yẹn máa ń di nǹkan tó gbé nínú ilé tó bá ti kọ́ pé mo ti fẹ́ lọ sùn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó yẹ yín sìn ó lè má ju bóyá kọ̀ wọ́n pọ̀ ta ló ń jẹun tájá ń jùrù níbi tí lélà ti pariwo tó bá pariwo ń gbà mí gan oorun tiẹ̀ ń kún ẹ̀ gan wàá ta jíṣà ni.
Ó di dandan nǹkan tó ń pè lábíyamọ nìyẹn nǹkan tó ń pè lábíyamọ nìyẹn kó àtàárọ̀ pẹ̀lẹ́ Ọlọ́run á bá wa wò wọ́n o ọ̀tún mi á kún o.
Ṣàmì ẹ̀. Àwọn àdúrà kan wà tó jẹ́ pé.
Mo kú lẹ́ẹ̀gẹ́ ni mo ti mọ̀ pé òní ṣàmì ẹ̀ òtíláko kí ló kù nígbà tí kò sí kẹta ọmọ.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n pàṣẹ ẹ̀ sáwọn èèyàn tó tún tọ́ ní ìdí ẹ̀ báyà wà kúrò.
You are right but méjì wá lè lọ wá tó o bá ṣọ́ra o.
I'm very
careful.
In fact, bẹ́ẹ̀ yín sọ̀rọ̀ yín sì máa wà very careful gan sìn gan ó dà pé máa wà very careful.
Please.
Because tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ kò ń dé bá ní ká yẹrí màá ṣe mọ̀.
Kò náà tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn kò dẹ̀ má fẹ́ ṣẹ ni.
Àwọn wà kẹ́fù etílé là ń ṣe yìí mi ò tí mo yọ oṣù tó máa gbà wá so mi ò ní fẹ́ kí ẹ. Thank you so much.
Àdàrà pẹ̀lẹ́ bí aṣáláfíà ni ẹ kú iṣẹ́. Ṣé rí àwọn ará àbí àwọn amújómúyà tó lọ ń gbé bò lẹ́yìn àwọn ará bíbá oníjó yà eléré yà àwọn olórin yà. Wọ́n bọ̀ wá jẹ breakfast wọn ẹ lọ kọ sílẹ̀.
A kò ṣojú wa.
Ṣá à ń sọ báyìí pé kọ́dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn àwọn kinní burúkú tó ń pera wọn ní first class citizens tó kóra wọn jọ sí Nàìjíríà yìí. Tọ́ṣà ní Nàìjíríà làwọn fẹ́ ṣe yìí. Ẹ wá ṣe Nàìjíríà yẹn wọ́n á gbà o. Torí ńgbà tá a bá declare Yorùbá nation. Wọ́n á wá mọ̀ wípé Ọlọ́run lọ́ba. Kékeré dẹ̀ lójú wọn tí rí wìrìwìrì ni wọ́n ń gbọ́ wọ́n wá rí kéṣekéṣe bàbá kàṣàkàṣà orí wọn á wá pé ṣé wọn ò tí ì gbé kankan nínú àwọn fámìlì wọn ò dẹ̀ pa ẹnìkankan nínú wọn inú wọn ń dùn àbí àní ní kí bí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kàn wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
àwọn ń jẹ́ kó yé wọn pé ṣe rí nílí Ìjẹ̀bú wọ́n máa ń sọ nǹkan kan mà wọ́n ní àti kàlárẹ̀ para rẹ̀ ènẹ̀jọ ọ̀nù ìyẹn tó para ẹ̀ kéèsì so à ń jẹ́ kó yé wọn pé lóòótọ́ ni wọ́n ní right láti choose nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣòye báyìí at the same time náà a fẹ́ kó yé wọn pé choice wọn ń kọ́ ó ní consequences o nígbà tí consequences yẹn bá dé kọ́ máa lọ di pé lágbájá ló dẹ̀ ní ká ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ irọ́ ọwọ́ yín lẹ fi fà o
no wọ́n wá lọ́ta lé ló ń ṣàwọn gbà náà wọ́n lè níyà wọ́n lè níyà lé ọ̀kan ni ò jẹ́ pé tó ń bínú sáwọn fámílì àwọn
káwọn gòkè nínú ẹgbẹ́ àwọn
ẹni ò jáwọn gòkè ní eré wọn kàn ń ṣe they are a bunch of disappointment to the Yoruba race.
Very sad.
Mi ò dẹ̀ I owe no one any apology. Ṣebí nígbà tí Ojúdé Kòsọ́kọ́ yẹn bá wá sí New York bí báyìí ṣe báwa máa ń rí tá máa ṣe bí bẹ́gà kiri tá máa hibernate nínú àwọn flat àwọn tó jẹ́ junior ní wọn káàkiri.
Ṣé bàbá Suwe kì í wá sí London mà? Ṣé ó yẹ kí bàbá Suwe yẹn ló yẹ kó wá dẹni tó sick bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tẹ́ abẹ́rẹ́ fọ́tò bàbá Suwe ní last days yẹn ní last moment yẹn. Bàbá Suwe kan náà omi dínà.
Ṣó ṣe gbọ́.
Ẹ̀rí bí tó sin òkú bàbá Suwe fúnra ẹ̀ sí ní Kòròdú. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà ni bàbá Suwe táwa mọ̀ lọ́dún 10 ọgbọ̀n ọdún sẹ́yìn. Anyway, kóníkálukú máa ṣe jọ.
Kọ́ máa ṣe jọ. Wọ́n ń bọ̀ wọ́n á jẹ ṣúgà ẹ̀ wọ́n á mu tíì ẹ̀ pàápàá. Wọ́n á jẹ ṣúgà ẹ̀ wọ́n á mu tíì ẹ̀. Nǹkan tí ò tí ì yé wọ́n ń bọ̀ wá yé wọn. Wọ́n ní iná ilé lọmọ ehoro ń yá gbẹ̀yìn.
Wọ́n máa padà yá gbẹ̀yìn máa.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o iná ilé náà máa padà wá yá gbẹ̀yìn because tá a bá ń sọ ń sìn á dàbí wípé àwọn kìnnì kan wọ́n dẹ̀ máa claim fáwọn àwọn wà educated. What is the education tó o ní tó o mọ right ẹ̀?
Irọ́ ni ẹ wò ó máa ẹ̀mọ̀ kan kọ́lọ́run má jẹ́ kí ibi tí oúnjẹ wa tó máa ti wá lálẹ́ ọ̀la àbí láàárọ̀ ọ̀la kọ́lọ́run máa fi sọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn kéèyàn báyìí. Kó má ti sọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀tá kó má ti sọ́wọ́ ọ̀ka ènìyàn bí àwọn ó máa ṣe o gbogbo wọn ló ń sọ́fà
ó máa ṣe o ó máa ṣe o
fídíò tán ní kọ́ máa ṣe yẹn wọn ò ní láti fún wọn lówó ọkàn máa ní láti wọ́n lè ní pé Tinubu ti gbé 20 million àbí 50 million fún Guild of Actors Association wọn láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà wọ́n máa tó máa faṣọ mọ́ yàrá
ṣó mọ̀ pé kò sí rọ́ńbẹ̀ 75 million tó lóhùn tí wọ́n ní kí wọ́n ti ń pè wọ́n ò tí ì rí kọ́bọ̀ ẹ̀ o lọ́wọ́ sórí ni kí báwo lèèyàn ṣe máa hùwà bí ẹni tí ọpọlọ ẹ̀ dàbí pé ó ti kó sí gọ́tà tó wá ń wá kiri àwọn ọlọ́pọlọ bọ́tọ̀ àwọn amukun mẹ́kọ.
àwọn ọlọ́pọlọ new motto new Instagram àwọn àgbàlagbà
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
káyọ̀ wá dẹni tó ṣe jójú ẹlẹ́yà
jójú ẹlẹ́yà máa sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ káàkiri ilẹ̀ fún hù anyway ó ń bọ̀ wá yé wọn tí ò yé wọn ń bọ̀ wá yé wọn and I'm so glad that you are able to make people speak and talk about all these things because nígbà tí wọn ò mọ̀ pé record là ń lé record ní pẹ̀lú gbogbo ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí tó bá dọjọ́ iwájú tó bá play it back fún wọn àwọn gan ò mọ̀ tí ìmọ̀ ń sìn pé àwọn fúnra wọn ti fọwọ́ kọ ìyà ara wọn lọ́jọ́ iwájú sílẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn náà máa yọjú nígbà tí nǹkan bá dáa tán tá máa pè léèyàn.
Aṣojú wa máa ẹ jẹ́ máa wò wọ́n lọ. God bless you, my own. Ẹ jẹ́ gbé lásìkò yẹn. Ó dà pé Princess ti fẹ́ bá wa dá sí ká tó lọ sùn lálẹ́ yìí mà. It's such a pleasure.
Ó dà bẹ́ẹ̀. God bless you. Any wonderful night. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, ma. That's a good one from New York. A caller. So mo ní èèyàn kan tí ó pè for the last passage. So ẹ ló ń bẹ̀ yẹn o.
Hello, my God.
How are you? So it's like you are so interested in calling in tonight, ma. Because usually when you try like 4 times, you just disappear. But tonight you seem to be so interested about Adasi. Princess.
Adasi púpọ̀ náà mẹ́. Wọ́n ti sọ èyí tó ṣe pàtàkì jù nínú gbogbo ẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ béèrè nǹkan kan ní bàbá because àwọn èèyàn kan mo ń ka kọ́mẹ̀ntì èèyàn kan then just reason náà he came up with something tó yẹ pé mo fẹ́ sọ pé àwọn èèyàn wà delusional because kí ni reason tí a sì ní referendum máyégún mi ò mọ bí tó ti ń gbọ́n pé a gbọ́dọ̀ ní referendum
you know. Kò dẹ̀ right. Right.
Oh, man,
If you
for
want to have
many
a country,
concern,
if you want to have your own country, nobody declares a country from the blues.
You cannot declare a
United
country.
Nations
But
doesn't
see, mommy
declare
agba talk with
countries.
Tonsi abi auntie no. Talk with Tonsi
Nobody declares countries.
I'ma declare Lua. Ele declare
Don't
jack
declare
shit. You can't do that.
That's not how it works.
Ele declare Lu. Kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ declare Lu.
Only two.
Ẹ fẹ́ kó invade yín ni. Ẹ máa fún Fúlàní ní pé you see what is worth doing is worth doing right.
That's right.
Can't we, in fact, Just Reason made a comment to me and said something like, Shane Batofa introduced Sharia in the North. She wants a referendum for, it was right.
Sharia.
That is it.
It is true an act of parliament.
So people should get these things right because mi ò mọ bí tó ti ń wòran, mi ò mọ bí tó ń wò dé, mi ò mọ bí tó ti ń wò bọ̀. You understand what I'm saying? But let them know that 5 million petitions tí wọ́n sign yẹn kò ń ṣe referendum lẹ sign yẹn má jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn kó sí lórí don't get it twisted. Yeah, èkó ló ń pè bí get it right. I get that right. You can't, we can't be doing a back and forth, Lori Kini. So, Gigi Bogwakushe, àwọn Bello.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká là ayé wọn because Sherry Princess, man sorrow, imparable a lot. Check it. Our point they raise here, they are so vital. Because a lot of people don't affect but clarity, Lori. Check it.
Yeah.
Because any to man declare a country, Lori pay a sign petition. That's number one.
Exactly.
Man declare a country simply because United Nations or petition. Nobody does that. Declaring a country, le compare pẹ̀lú amalgamation that's supposed to expire.
Lie. You're taking a country out of another country.
Mix it up. So I'm not in wrong on your wallet pé gbogbo tá ti ṣe so far, they are pretty much like Anfeset Tile. Lórí gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣì máa padà.
Yes.
And
yes. Tabaje come on it is a process. Yeah. Tabaje come on it is a process. Mayego, we it will take us a long way. We will go a long way. Tabaje ki wọ́n mọ̀ pé tí a bá gba Yorùbá nation tán, kò ṣe lọ ṣe miracle ńbẹ̀, kò sí àga abracadabra ńbẹ̀. Tamanja, èèyàn gúgú onídèèyàn kúkúrú lójijì. We are not going to start. Kò ṣe miracle la fẹ́ lọ ṣe bàbá. We should let our people know ahead of time. I was traveling, with Oga, I think on Tuesday. Olonshoro, Nikorodu, we were going to a farm. Ní ọ̀nà Ìkẹ́nẹ́ Mayegun. Mayegun, if you see the amount of youth, tàrí ọ́ ní obìnrin ò kí ń jáde fóró àbí. Èmi wà lórí títì lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Bàbá mi ò bo anything. Mo ò bójú kankan kò sọ̀rọ̀ níta. Àgbèrò ló wà ń ta. Kò sí bíbí ṣe yàtọ̀ sí nọ́ọ̀tì mọ́ bàbá. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó bí ní 1998, 1997, 1996, 99 sí tẹ́ǹtà wà orí títì lọ́wọ́ Mayegun wọn kàwé wọn ṣe anything. Àwọn wèrè mú àtòrìdá níbi ẹ̀ tó ṣépè fún ni.
Princess ń sọ̀rọ̀ orò báyìí torí Ọlọ́run. Orò ni orò gbogbo tẹ́ ń sọ pé rí yẹn.
Orò ṣe ṣáwọn àlùmájìrì lórò báyìí ni.
Bóyá pre-orò lẹ rí like before you get to the.
Pre-orò èmi òróbìnrin títì.
Pre-orò ni.
Mayegun o. Olonshoro. Mi ò róbìnrin títì náà. On a very good day, ṣán lè lọ ń ṣòro lẹ́pẹ̀ẹ́ kí n dàyàdóró ẹ̀pẹ́ ni.
Ìyẹn náà mò ń wò ó pé.
Bọ́ ṣe lọ igi lọ́mú dání wá gbowó lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn. It was just a day off for touts to harass people.
Pre-orò nìyẹn, pre-orò ni. Tóró fún ẹ bá ń dún bọ̀
lọ́wọ́. It was just a day off láti harass àwọn èèyàn lórí títì wo ibi tí kọjá náà tó àwọn tó kàwé àwọn ọmọ 1999 àwọn ọmọ democracy wọ́n bá ìgbésí ayé Yorùbá Yorùbá nation jẹ́ gan tábà gbà tó so ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kó máa mọ̀ sílẹ̀ ẹ lè declare ìlú it is wrong tábà get ìlú tán it is a process gbogbo àwọn tí wìrìwìrì ń jà lọ́wọ́ wọn ẹni tó bá gbé wèrè dání kó gbé wèrè ilẹ̀ o ẹni tí egbò bá so mọ́ lọ́rùn kó jábọ́lẹ̀ kó fẹsẹ̀ ẹ̀tẹ́ kó pa á wìrìwìrì tó ń jà lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín ẹ jẹ́ kára yín balẹ̀ tó bá gẹ̀ẹ́sì ìlú gan tán wo bàbá máa ní Red Army fact ni mo sọ lẹ́nu yẹn Red Army yẹn kò ní sí ọ̀n tó máa mọ̀ wọ́n kó lè o bá ṣe wérewère kọ́ gbé ẹ lọ kọ́ lọ ṣe bó ṣe ṣe ń ṣojú lọ́hùn man. So if you see the amount of people on the road.
When you mention referendum, right? People believe that.
Yeah.
How can you be mentioning referendum when you know that INEC is going to conduct the referendum? That's not true. You see, like we said, it's a process. A process of referendum start from the enactment of an act of the National Assembly to start with. That's why we are so surprised, or we are so sad, so to say, that those who are supposed to speak for us, I want to
yes,
process no lo ma process tó bá sọ pé Yorùbá fẹ́ lọ ṣe ní kíní o ẹ̀gbọ́n sìn process yẹn ló máa choose ta ló máa conduct referendum yẹn èmi ti participate ẹ̀ ń bí general election ní
nǹkan táwọn èèyàn wa tẹ̀ máa ń ṣe máa ń gbó táwọn èèyàn wa máa ń ṣe ọmọ ń ṣe bí ẹ ń pé kó ṣẹlẹ̀ lénìí kí gbogbo á máa lọ ìjà tá à ń jà ó lè já àwọn ọmọ wa ló máa jẹ́ iṣẹ́ táwọn Fúlàní ṣe ni òfò táwọn bàbá wọn ti gbé sílẹ̀ látijọ́ ó ní gbogbo wọn tẹ̀lé tán ọ̀yà kúrò lọ́nà ọbẹ̀ yìí tó fi fẹ́ pa everybody tán àwọn èèyàn rá àwọn Fúlàní lórí títì ọ̀sọ̀ wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ lọ́yọ̀ kámẹ́rà jáde lọ́ ṣe dáàmà àwọn tẹ́ ẹ̀kẹ́ kó sínú ilé kan kẹ́ fleet wọn pa everybody máa lọ ká má pàdé mọ́. ó bàbá yes bóyá máa jẹ́ nìyẹn bóyá máa jẹ́ nìyẹn àwọn èèyàn lè má pa àwọn èèyàn mi kí ká kàn máa wò wọ́n ká máa bóyin bí ẹ ń pé wọ́n da zobo sínú nǹkan fún wa we can't be doing that we can't always slide that road we can't be doing that.
We have a lot to do. And at the same time, Princess, thank you so much. So this is where we're going to draw the curtains, okay? Everyone, thank you so much for your time. So what Princess was saying there is this, right? There's so much happening. And having a country, in fact, I don't know if many of you know that, right? When it comes to the time that we are going to have the Yoruba nation generally, right? You're going to have a long campaign, a rigorous campaign to convince people. You see, all this campaign you are doing for PDP, APC, Peter Obi, and the rest of them, right? A referendum campaign is a complete different one. Totally Yorubas, totally Biafrans. If when the Biafrans have their own referendum, and guess what? No INEC, they conduct referendum. Bury that thought, okay? The process of a referendum that will eventually happen, if it eventually happens, is a process that is going to clear, we will be very clear on who are those who are going to conduct the referendum, what is the process of the referendum, and what is the effect of the breaking up after the referendum. All of these are processes that must be highlighted and cleared in a well-written edict, or what do you call that? Is it called edict or ethic or something? I don't know. Law. So that is what Nigeria don't want to have. And I've told you many times, okay, some of you said you should just declare. Let's declare. You don't declare a country. You don't just declare. Of course, you may declare in your heart. I'm a Biafran. Yeah. But there's nobody. Yeah, nobody. I don't know, some of you will love fantasy and delusion, okay? There's nobody that is going to stand up tomorrow and say, I'm declaring Biafran nation. That's not how it works. Even if that's what you want, okay? And there's nobody, no one can stand up tomorrow and say, I am declaring Yoruba nation. By tomorrow, all Yoruba people are now Yoruba nation. That's not how it works. Even if you fight war to declare a country, okay, it will still not stand. You will still have to end up on the negotiation table until every party agrees that indeed you are a country. So there's a long process. Referendum is the best part of it. It's just that Nigeria is a hell of a place, but don't think it's not possible. It is 100% possible. The people must want it. Channel it. As like I said, it is a process. But, you know, some of you are living in your own world. And sometimes you take offense. You abuse people who tells you how practicable or something is. You abuse them, you attack them because in your warped mind, Oduduwa nation should be declared tomorrow. Oh, we are already Yoruba nation. Okay. Is that not a deluded mind for anybody to wake up and say, Mayegun, there's nothing to declare, there's no referendum again. We have already declared Yoruba nation. Are you not mad? That's what Princess is talking about. You are mad because you are still in Nigeria, right? Even if you declare this, we have declared that we are going to declare Biafra, you are stupid. You just don't know. Okay, nobody can declare any country just like that. So the process of it includes that when people are ready to demand for it, you either shut down a whole place and say, we want this, or you actually get the people that are going to do the job inside and say, this is what our people want. Either way, you must want it. And I say, you must all want it. So until we get to that point, yeah, let's keep the message alive until we make up the number. So I will see you some other time, by the way. Thank you for joining me tonight, for spending your time with me. Yeah, currently, referendum is not feasible in Nigeria. We know that. Listen, okay, some of you sometimes una they overreact in a way that makes you look like, yeah, you are not thinking, okay? We know referendum is not possible in Nigeria today because it is not part of their system. We know that Nigeria is killing people that speak out and demand for either Biafra or demand for Yoruba nation. That is what it is now, okay? But that doesn't mean that, you know, you declaring Biafra on social media or declaring Yoruba nation on social media or signing a petition or doing all of that as giving Biafra or will give you Biafra. That's not how it works, okay? So if you are not deluded, just know that, yeah, this is what it is now, okay? And then no matter how much Nigeria try to suppress and suppress this kind of request and then legitimate agitation, right? It is just a matter of time until one day you're going to wake up and you're going to see that the entire Nigeria is discussing the breakup of Nigeria, and you are going to fit into a role where you believe that you're going to help in making that happen. Now, all of what we have been doing all this while, you will consider them as the proper awareness that is needed to keep all of us in line towards what we all desire. For now, the whole atmosphere is not tenable, it's not conducive, it's not welcoming. We agree. You want it to be different, of course. We all want it to be different, but it's not. But nevertheless, yeah, it doesn't mean that it's going to be like that forever. I just thought I should add that to it for you. So the journey towards the Yoruba nation starts from the heart of those who want it, the Yorubas. For now, the same heart are divided. The majority are currently silent, so we need to get them out and make it count. I'll see you some other time. Anyway, take your time, like the video if you haven't. I'm going to see you some, what do you call it? I'm going to see you some other time. Take your time and you have a good night. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Igbó nìna kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń gba rìbá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹ̀rùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.